guys. So welcome to the Tool Shed. This is where over the last, I guess I did 14 years worth of home improvement in just under 2 years because we were in the middle of a pandemic. So how fun was that? So I have done some various YouTube stuff over the years, mostly with my daughter, but I kept thinking that I wanted to do it, just talk about writing, talk about Hollywood, talk about gardening. And so I'm out here in my tool shed. My daughter moved into the office, and so since this was here and the desk is very tall, I end up writing out here, and I do podcasts out here, and I do interviews, and I also garden and build. And I built a pergola there, and I built an arched doorway over there, and I built a table where we can all eat outside, and it's got a fire pit in it, and there's all kinds of stuff in the back. And so that's what I did. So what I wanted to talk about is it's my birthday today. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate my birthday than to open a gift that I bought for myself last year this time. So people may not know this, but you probably do know this. I was going to say something else, so I won't say that. But I love sci-fi, always have loved sci-fi. And so I found out that Alex de Campi and Duncan Jones were doing a book. This is about a year ago, and they had a Kickstarter, and there were lots of artists involved, and it looked absolutely amazing. And so what I was going to say, a lot of people don't know, is that Jason Voorhees was here, and I put him up there. And so I've always loved sci-fi. And so the idea of getting this book was great. So I went to Kickstarter, I ordered the book, very excited about it. I can't remember which part that I wanted, or that you can order different variations. I don't remember which one I did. And so I ended up coming back once the book came out to say, oh, when's my book coming? And then realized I actually didn't order it. I had gone in and looked at it and got really excited about it, and for whatever reason I didn't order. So I went to Z2 Comics, and I think you can still go there and order. In fact, I know you can. It would make a great Christmas present. Z2comics.com. I'll put the actual link in the description if I can figure out how to do that, because I'm actually not very smart. So anyway, I ordered it, and it showed up February 2nd, and because life does what life does, I never actually took it out of the box. And so then when I realized I hadn't taken it out of the box, it's just like I never read the Tommyknockers. I bought it, and I have it, and I thought one day he's going to retire, and then I'm not going to have anything new to read. And so I have a couple of those that I just never read. So anyway, that's kind of what happened here. I thought, well, I will read it eventually, and how exciting will that be? And then I thought, you know what? I will stream the box opening for my first stream, and then I just haven't had time, and so I've been writing and doing other things, and so, because that's what writers do. Well, mostly writers garden. Well, if you're me, you mostly garden. So anyway, let's open this. It's very heavy. It's very big. Look, it's almost the size of two severed heads. And so I have my trusty knife, which is very rusty. And so let's open. Ooh, what if I accidentally cut something that I didn't need to cut? You're not supposed to do that. Notice my desk is not really tall enough for streaming. But you know what? I don't care. I mean, it's tall enough for other things. We can play Dungeons and Dragons later. This is the bull by the balls. If you look, she actually does have the bull by the balls. The bull by the balls was a bar in the movie Drive Angry. So I did not put Drive Angry in. Oh, you're actually not getting able to enjoy this. Okay, so I just dropped something. Ooh, I'm about to drop that. Okay, I really probably should have a place where I can. Ooh, what I could do is just set that right there. Scoot my computer over though. Set that right there. Open it up, and then I can just show you stuff. Yeah. So I got a patch. Look at that, J Squad. Very nice. And then I got some art. Oh, it's very nice. There's lots of stuff in there. Oh, there's lots of art in there. Ooh, let's look. I wonder if there's something that will go wrong if you do this. So, if you lose value if you open something, which I really don't care. All of my comic books are completely used and look like crap. My Hulk 180 and 181 have been read so many times. It's horrible. I mean, it's awesome because you can actually see them. But look at that. I mean, is that not amazing? There's a lot of glare on it, but my goodness. And so then I'll put that one there. Back up. I mean, all of this. The art itself is just stunning. Which, if it wasn't, look at that. That's just like, how do you not take this stuff and hang it everywhere? Because that's just. And this is just, I ordered the book, this is just extra. You can't go wrong with extra. So, I know nothing about the story. If I know I'm going to see a movie, I don't watch the trailer. And I was the same way with this. I saw who was involved, I saw the artists that were involved, and that's all I needed. And now, so then there's autographs. So I see Alex and I see Duncan. I don't know who that is, but we'll find out. And I'll put, there's so many artists involved in this thing. It's crazy. It's like a cornucopia of international artists. And I'll put a link in the description if I can figure out how to do that, because I actually don't know what I'm doing. And now let's take the actual book out. And I mean, that's crazy. Look at that. I mean, that's nuts. So, dump that in the floor. Oh, look how big this is. It's bigger than me. Okay, it's very awesome. Like, I know nothing about the story. So what's the best way to get into plastic? Oh, that's the best way. You just squeeze it open. Okay, so now it's opening. Nice. So, how do you get into it? Oh, I see. Look at this. So that's what that's about. So, it slides open just like that. Oh, that's nice. That's classy. I would have never thought of that because I'm not that smart. So, that is just glorious. So, yeah, Z2 Comics. So that's where you can get your copy. Not a sponsor, by the way. So I'm glad I'm doing this now because we are leaving for Dublin in 2 days. So we're going to Dublin through Christmas, and then we're going to. Well, I say through Christmas. We're not coming back until late in January. But look at this art. Anyway, I did see some glimpses of the art, but I know nothing about the story, and I don't want to know anything about the story because I'm going to read it. But look at this. Look how thick. This is crazy. I'm very excited about this. And again, for those who hate Jason in space, don't care. I like sci-fi. I always did like sci-fi. Jason, after 9 movies, he needed to go to space. Glad he went to space. And I'm glad to read this book by Duncan and Alex, and a list of artists that is just simply stunning. And I'm from Kentucky, so I would read all the artists now. But being from Kentucky, I would not be able to pronounce everyone's name, and so it's better if I just post them all. So anyway, that's my unboxing. I will put my I'll put my patch on this guy. It's right next to. Well, no, I'll have to do that later. But this guy being the Scarecrow from, I don't know if you ever saw a movie called The Messengers, but it used to be called The Scarecrow, and there was a scarecrow that killed a bunch of people. And sometimes movies and stories change in Hollywood. So, what are you going to do about that? But anyway, that was the unboxing. Now I'm going to go read it. I'm going to take it with me on the plane, and. I've got, I think it's a 14-hour flight, so that should be plenty of time to totally get into it and enjoy the crap out of it. And so I hope you have enjoyed the writer's tool shed. The opening music was by Michael Walmacher. Walmacher composed Drive Angry, and he also composed My Bloody Valentine and other stuff that Patrick, Lucia, and I have done together. And now he's on the Goldbergs and does tons of stuff. And I called him up and said, hey, do you have any old music that you never used that I could use for this stream that I'm going to one day do? He said, you can just have this. It was called Drive Anger. It was never used in the movie, so that was the song that you heard. And then Mike Mendez, who I've known Mike for ages and ages and ages, volunteered to cut the little opening trailer for me, and so thank you, Mike. You're lovely. I wanted to buy him he actually joked about the fact that I could buy him a toy, and then what do you buy the guy who owns every toy there is? So I asked Collins, I asked Axel, I asked everybody, and I couldn't find anybody who knew what he didn't have because he has so much. But Mike Mendez, Mike Walmacher, thank you so much. Alex and Duncan, thank you so much for making this wonderful book, and I can't wait to read it. So everyone, have a lovely evening, and I'm going to go read the book now. See ya. Thanks for watching.